Welcome to Chris Parkin Shooting Sports. Unboxing today, well, there wasn't enough space to unbox them both, but these are the new CZ600s. This is the Alpha and this is the Ergo 223 and 308. There are various other options in the CZ600 range, and for keen viewers of my channel, you'll have seen when I went over to the factory in October last year in Czech Republic and saw the whole media launch and shot the rifles. Now, I shot all 5 variants of the rifle, and people were very concerned that I hadn't shown very small groups on paper and this, that and the other, whereas to me, I was actually quite excited because the rifles were put in my hand on a very busy range with a lot of other journalists shooting, and they were smoking hot. I seem to remember the Ergo, for example, I could hardly see the target from the mirage coming off the barrel, it was so hot. Yet in 308, it still put dirty grey cloverleaf clusters in the target, which I could see, and given the shooting dynamics of the rifle, I was very pleased to see. So although I wasn't able to show those, hopefully I will show them when I do the full review this time. So just to go into these rifles, this is the Ergo. This is in 308 and it's got a 15x1 thread on the barrel, and this is a 508mm barrel. This is a slightly longer 610 barrel on the 223 Alpha. And the Alpha is the entry level version. This one's in 223 and the Ergo's in 308. So I've got one of the bolts out here. Here you can see it's like a control feed bolt face on this setup, and we've got 6 locking lugs which separate and gives us a 60-degree lift. We've got a nice straight bolt handle here. Now originally CZ wanted to introduce these as multi-barrel rifles. There have been some changes made to that idea, and now the rifle barrels are in fact the abutments are in the barrel for the bolt, so the bolt locks into the barrel, so the action itself isn't pressure bearing. But I think there were a couple of problems in the US market, and they've decided to maybe make it a little bit less versatile, and they're going to thread lock them in place, which I'm not saying is a complete final step, but I think it discourages the average fiddler. So if we look at this one for starters, various options on the rifle. You can either have an aluminium or a steel action. These ones have got the aluminium action, and we've got Weaver Picatinny bases built in, or actually machined as part of the aluminium receiver itself. Steel barrel, these will be, I think they're probably cold hammer forged from CZ. CZ do good barrels. We've got the magazine on the underside, if I remember correctly. Mags come out here. It's a twin stack unit, so you can top load them as well. That pops back in there. We've got like a slightly locking switch there, which makes it a little bit harder to accidentally discharge the magazine. Bolt lift there, 60 degrees, smooth travel. Both rifles are virtually identical apart from the barrel weight and the stock design, so let's just put that to one side. So action's cocked there. The safety catch is actually a button on the underneath here, so press it upwards and it comes up on the tang there, locks the bolt handle, push it down, and there we go, fire. It's a single stage trigger and it is adjustable. If I remember rightly, there's a little screw just in here, and you get an Allen key with the rifle, which is all part of the kit there. Make some adjustments to that for the different pull weights on the trigger. It gives you instructions on the side there, and it says CZ600, adjust trigger weight easily with Allen key and without disassembly. Other things here, the CZ600, the one push and click magazine. So that's what we've just sort of learnt the hard way. Because I think if we click that there and then we click that forward perhaps, I'm not sure if it's a locking system. It is a locking system, so now you can't actually accidentally drop the magazine until you pop it out back there. So that is interesting too. Polymer stocks, fully free floating barrels on both of them. We've got some inlaid rubberization for more grip, and we've got effectively a stud positioning at the front. You can put a bipod on that. Got another one at the back on the Ergo. And on the Alpha, more conventional steel studs, front and rear. This one is the same control feed action face, or semi-control feed action face. This one's in 223, so it's a small bolt face. And I'll be using this one with some night vision on it quite probably, because it's a time of the year when I do quite a lot of foxing, and I'm hoping to go and do some deer stalking in Scotland with the 308 Ergo before too long. Now, if I show you that upside down, you'll probably see on the ceiling camera, it's a very slim underside on the stock there. It's not really meant as a range rifle. You can support it, you can put a rear bag under it, but you certainly wouldn't want to be gripping onto it all day. But you can obviously put your sling on the sling holes there. So recoil part is rubber, it's very grippy. That's obviously a thumb hole stock. It's ambidextrous, there's an equal palm swell either side, and bolt lid is very light and slick. Now that, I believe, is probably a long action, so it might actually take up to a 30.06, that one, but we shall have to see. And the 308 Win, that's a 1 in 10 inch twist with a 15x1 thread on the barrel. And then this one, we've got a 1 in 7 inch twist on the 223, and I haven't got my reading glasses on. It's also a 15x1 thread on the muzzle. Now, that being a 1 in 7 inch twist is very, very interesting actually. I hadn't known about that before, but that means it's going to stabilise bullets. Well, quite heavy actually, because I've got a 1 in 8 twist 223, and that's very happy with 77 grain bullets. So this one, I think, is easily going to have no problem with 69s or 77s, as well as the lighter bullets too. Usually a fast twist rate doesn't usually preclude you using the lighter bullets. It has some ballistic effects, especially at longer ranges, but not massively detrimental in a sporting respect, perhaps just slightly detrimental to the purist. Both rifles come with Allen keys for adjustment. You get a very nice sticker, and there is a warranty certificate, which we shall discuss probably in detail on the full video. There isn't really an instruction book, so you do have to work it out a little bit for yourself. But these are quite sort of straightforward rifles. I remember when I first saw them, I thought that's a really nice, simple system. Now, a lot of the CZ fans of old were very detrimental over the fact that, you know, the steel's gone and the control feeds, fully control feeds gone, and the full length extractor claws have gone. But if we pop this bolt out of here, these bolt heads are interchangeable, and I will have to remind myself just exactly on how to do it. But you can take the bolt heads off and swap them for other sizes. Now that's a 308 size bolt head, and this one has got more than 6 lugs actually. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it is a 6 lug, sorry. It's there's a very lightweight 223 version that has just a 3 lug bolt, but they all give you the same 60-degree lift, and of course with recessed lugs like that, you get very smooth transit through the action. So if I just pop that bolt release catch forward, that'll drop back in there. And there we go. So I'll put some scopes on these this afternoon, go and get them zeroed, and let the review process commence. But please stick with the channel. So like, subscribe, comment, and click the notification bell so you see the regular uploads. Thank you to Sportsman Gun Centre for sending me both of these rifles, and also some scopes to put on top of them. And yeah, keep your eye out for the channel, and the full review will be coming soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.